At number 10, we have Matthew Lawrence. In late August, Cheryl took to TikTok to share a video of herself and accused her ex of cheating on her. Cheryl went on to say that the guy she was seeing would never talk to his mistress again, but then she found text messages and a necklace hidden in a pair of his shoes. Cheryl then went on to write across a video in which she would suggest that Matthew had been unfaithful during their marriage. The Dancing with the Star pro would then caption the clip with the feature of Adele singing "The Last Time" from her song "When We Were Young." Cheryl would then write, "This is the last time and it's absolutely right, goodbye forever." Now Cheryl was definitely going through the blues now that her divorce was finalized, so she never did call out the cheater by name, but considering that she's never been with anybody else after the couple split, it's clear that Matthew cheated. Hey Peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all the gossip to come. At number 9, we have Patrick Carney. After 3 years, Michelle Branch and Patrick Carney called it quits, and Michelle Branch was then arrested over a domestic dispute with her husband, who she accused of being unfaithful. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office confirmed that Michelle was taken into custody and then released on a $1,000 bond. The singer will then be due back to court on November 7th. Just before the incident occurred, Michelle had tweeted and deleted a note 2 hours earlier claiming that the Black Keys drummer had cheated on her while she was at home caring for her 6-month-old baby. Michelle would then later address that she and Patrick were splitting, and she would also say that she was devastated and that a rug was completely pulled out from underneath her, and now she had to figure out how she could move forward. At number 8, we have Ne-Yo. Ne-Yo and estranged wife Crystal Renee filed for divorce, and it's alleged that Ne-Yo recently fathered a child amid cheating allegations. In August, Crystal filed paperwork and argued that she was entitled to a divorce from Ne-Yo under the grounds that their marriage is broken with no hope for fixing it, and that she knows that Ne-Yo committed the act of adultery. Crystal then went on to claim that Ne-Yo had fathered a child with his mistress. The model then alleged in a really emotional Instagram post that she endured 8 years of unknowingly sharing the musician with numerous women and that she was completely heartbroken by it. Now Ne-Yo never came out to address the cheating rumors, however he did say that he will never talk bad upon Crystal as she is the mother of his child and he'll always choose to respect her because she's a fantastic woman. At number 7, we have Sam Hunt. Now it's never a good idea to cheat on your spouse, however we can argue that sometimes there are certain times worse than others, and Sam Hunt cheating on his wife just months before she was due to give her first child, it's one of those times. In papers his wife filed back in May, Hannah cited that Sam was found guilty of inappropriate marital conduct and adultery. TMZ would also report that within her filing, Hannah also checked a box reading that the husband is guilty of such cruel and inhumane treatment or conduct towards the spouse as renders cohabitation unsafe or improper. Now, the divorce papers were filed just a few months before she was due for having her child and the couple's 5-year wedding anniversary. Hannah is now looking to receive child support, alimony, and primary custody of the couple's child. At number 6, we have Angelina Purvinek. Jersey Shore star Angelina Purvinek had a secret affair for 2 years behind her husband Chris's back. Insiders have said that Angelina has been dating New Jersey native Joseph Tarallo throughout much of her marriage to Chris before he filed for divorce back in January. Joe and Angelina started seeing each other back in 2020 and immediately started to spend more time together. Apparently she was barely going home and it caused a lot of trouble for her and Chris's relationship. When Chris learned about the relationship, he immediately moved out of the house just before the holiday season, and then he would give her another chance. However, she continued to see Joe and it caused Chris to file for a divorce. At number 5, we have Liam Payne. Now Liam Payne landed himself into hot water after his fiancée Maya Henry discovered that Liam had cheated on her after an Instagram fan account posted a picture of Liam with Aliana Mala. The images that were originally shared to Aliana's Instagram story included one photo of Liam wrapping his hands around Aliana's back. In a series of photos that would show the two holding hands, Maya would then comment on the photo to say, "I love all the fans so much, but please stop sending me these pictures of my fiance wrapped around another woman. This is not me and it's hard enough knowing that this happened without seeing it." Now, Liam didn't take too kindly for being outed for being unfaithful, nor being referred to Maya as her fiance, and his agent would then later say that Maya's comments referring to Liam as her fiance fiance are untrue and misleading. At number 4, we have Tristan Thompson. So since Khloe and Tristan started dating back in 2016, the couple has been consistently on and off. However, in the beginning of the year, Tristan would propose to Khloe and the two would be secretly engaged for 9 months, and they even revealed that they were going to have a second child. Now, around this time, Marley Nichols would come out to say that she was also pregnant with Tristan's child and that he had to take full responsibility for his actions. At first, Tristan did what he always tries to do and he tried to deny the rumors, but after a paternity test proved that he was the father, the NBA player would then come out to say, "Today the paternity test results revealed that I am the father of Marley Nichols' child," and he went to acknowledge that he hurt Khloe, who he was still dating at the time when his newborn was conceived. At number 3, we have Randall Emmett. Now, Randall Emmett became majorly burned after getting caught cheating by his fiancée, Lala Kent, earlier this year. When the Vanderpump Rules star wiped her Instagram clean of Emmett back in early October, many fans started to speculate something was seriously wrong. Emmett would then be accused of cheating on Lala with a couple of girls while he was in Nashville. Emmett was able to get away with cheating on Lala for so long because he was using burner Instagram accounts and he had a burner phone that he would use to text other girls on. Now, Randall hasn't come out to confirm the allegations, but he has said he'll never talk ill about Lala because she is the mother of his 1-year-old child. At number 2, we have Matthew Rondeau. Now, Shauna Moakler posted some pretty cryptic messages about Matthew Rondeau following their breakup. The post that she would post on her Instagram story would fuel rumors that Matthew cheated on her with multiple women. Shauna would write, "Stop stressing over a guy who can't be yours because he wants to be with everyone." Now, their breakup would come as somewhat of a surprise to fans, as Shauna has been gushing about how supportive Matthew has been with helping her create new content. Matthew would then, in a deleted Instagram story, come out to say that he would never speak to Shauna ever again, and he also claimed that she had been seeing other people while they were still together. And at number 1 today, we have Travis Scott. So last week, Instagram model Rojan Carr shared on her private story a video of Travis on set of a shoot. This video would start speculation that the two have met up. Now, Travis would come out to say that a lot of weird things were happening and going on, and that an uninvited person showed up on his set, and that fans needed to stop telling fictional stories. Now, Rojan would then come out to say that everyone is aware that he and her have been seeing each other, and in recent times they have been together, and that he cheats on Kylie every single night. The model then went on to note that she was even with Travis on Valentine's Day, and when she ran out, Travis had every girl blowing up her phone to get her to come back. Sources claim that Kylie is so sick of hearing about Travis cheating accusations, and she loves him, but she's sick of his commitment issues. So what do you think? Did Travis cheat on Kylie? Let me know in the comments below. Coming number 10, we have Adam Levine and Behati Prinsloo. Adam Levine started to make headlines when an Instagram model named Sumner Stroff claimed they had an affair shortly after he announced his wife's 3rd pregnancy. Adam, for his part, tried to deny the cheating accusations in a social media statement when he said, "I used poor judgment in speaking with any other woman than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner." The Maroon 5 band member wrote via Instagram story in September 2022, "I did not have an affair. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period of my life. In certain instances, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that and have taken proactive steps to remedy this with my family." Sumner, who clearly didn't like the Maroon 5 frontman's answer, then came for the singer again when she came out to claim that not only did they have a consensual relationship, but Adam also tried to name his unborn child after her and asked her if she was okay with that. Adam would then add, "My wife and family is all I care about in this world. To be this naive and stupid enough to risk the only thing that truly matters to me was a great mistake I could ever make. I will never make it again." While Prinsloo did not respond to her husband's statement, Sumner would make one final jab at Adam when she took to her Instagram to throw some more shade and urge someone to give him a dictionary. Number 9, Kevin Hart in Anoka Parish. During an interview in 2017 with 105.1 FM's The Breakfast Club, Kevin Hart would admit to cheating on his then pregnant wife during a trip to Las Vegas. In the interview after the confession, Kevin Hart would say, "I'm hoping that she has the heart to where she can forgive me and understand that this is not going to be a reoccurring thing and allow me to recover from my effing mistake." Kevin would then reveal that his wife, whom he shares his son Kenzo with, was expecting a baby girl in 2020 with him and held him accountable for his actions. He would then say, she came to an amazing conclusion of, I like the fact that we have a family, that we have a household, and I like the fact we now have got a job to do better. That's what you owe me. You owe me to get better. Kevin then explained on the School of Greatness podcast in 2020 that it was her understanding that they didn't need to let the world affect their inside that saved their relationship, and he even credited his wife for setting that tone. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Coming number 8, we have Cardi B and Offset. Back in 2017, Migos member Offset would come under fire for multiple allegations of infidelity after he appeared to be caught in bed with other women in videos that surfaced online. Cardi B would then respond to the rumors about the relationships on her Twitter, telling fans that this stuff happens to everyone. A source then would later reveal exclusively to us and said that she had zero intention on leaving her fiance. Then, in June of 2018, news broke that the two had secretly got married in Atlanta back in September 2017. In the following month, the duo would then welcome their first child. Cardi would then reveal in an Instagram video in December 2018 that she and Offset had called it quits after more than a year of marriage. In that same month, Offset former fling, who he allegedly hooked up with in June of 2018, apologized for her part in the pair's drama. Offset later publicly apologized to his estranged wife twice before the two reconciled and hit the Grammys red carpet together in February of 2019. Number 7, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Back in 2017, Jay-Z would finally admit to the rumors of his infidelity and that they were true, after he made a series of thinly veiled apologies to his wife, Beyonce, on his album that came after Beyonce released her own album, Lemonade, which took on the empowerment and revenge when she exposed her husband and said that he cheated on her with someone she referred to as Becky with the good hair. And to this day, we're all still wondering who Becky really is. Jay-Z, however, would finally spill everything out in an interview with the New York Times, and it would be the first time Jay-Z would admit that he actually had been unfaithful when it came to his relationship with Beyonce. In the interview, Jay-Z would say, you have to survive, so you go into survival mode, and when you go into survival mode, what happens? You shut down all emotions. So even with women, you gotta shut down emotionally so you can't connect. In my case, it's deep. And then all the things happen from there, like infidelity. Now, he wouldn't elaborate on the identity of Becky, but Beyonce and Jay-Z were able to work together on their relationship, and they're still together to this day. Number 6, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Back in April of 2022, Jada Pinkett Smith would admit that she was having an affair with singer August while she was married to Will Smith. The actress revealed that 5.5 years ago, her marriage was going through a rough patch and she was separated from Will with the intention to get a divorce. She then had a relationship with August. During her conversation with her husband Will on her Facebook series, Red Table Talk, Jada would explain, I started a friendship with August and we actually became really, really good friends. She would then add that she wanted to help the musician with his mental state and found resources to help pull him through a troubling time. The actor revealed, I got into different kinds of entanglements with August, and in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized you can't find happiness outside yourself. She also wanted to make it clear that August was not a homewrecker, but she and Will were going through a process of healing in a much different manner as a couple. Number 5, Ned Fulmer and Ariel Fulmer. Since Ned Fulmer cheated on his wife Ariel Fulmer back in September, the scandal has pretty much took over the internet. And every month, fans are still wanting to know if the couple is actually still together. Ned, who married Ariel in 2012, definitely had a lot of fixing to do to his relationship after it started to circulate that he had cheated on Ariel with Alex Herring, who is the producer of The Try Guys, a video company founded by Ned and 3 former BuzzFeed employees. The rumors came from a Reddit thread that noted Ned was missing from 3 of the Try Guys' latest posts at the time, as well as the group's podcast. It was also noted that Ariel was missing from her podcast, You Can Sit With Us, which she hosts with the partners of the Try Guy members. Rumors then started to be speculated that the couple were caught kissing at a club in New York City, and then a photo claimed the rumors were true came out. As a result, Ned would find himself being booted from the show, but he was somehow able to save his relationship with his wife Ariel in the process. At number 4, Gabrielle Union Lauren and Dwayne Wade. While many of us thought that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade were the perfect couple throughout the years, their relationship has really been put to the test, as they've been together for over 13 years, and in that time, they've weathered hectic schedules, infertility issues. In Gabrielle's 2021 memoir, You Got Anything Stronger, she would reveal that they have survived infidelity as well. In the book, she would write that in 2013, before they got married, Dwayne would cheat on her and would father another child with another woman. She would then also go on to say, it should go without saying that we were not in a good place in our relationship at the time that the child was conceived. To say I was devastated is to pick a word on a low shelf for convenience. In an interview with People magazine in 2021, the couple also opened up about how they made things work with Dwayne, saying it's about learning about each other, learning what she wants for her life and for her career, for trying to support all those things, which Gabrielle replied, we humble ourselves, listen, and we meet in the middle. Number 3, Woody Harrelson and Laura Louie. Woody and Laura's relationship started when he hired her to be his assistant back in 1987, and years after working together, they couldn't deny that they had fallen in love. Woody even wrote a song for her to express his feelings, and then he would tell The Hollywood Reporter that after he played the song, she would say, Woody, I've been in love with you for the last 2.5 years. But what started off as a fairy tale come true would be put to the test in 2002 when Woody went home with not 1, but 3 different women, one of which turned out to be working with the paparazzi and leaked a story to a publication called News of the World. In the same Hollywood Reporter profile, Woody would open up about the challenging time and how Laura stood by his side through it all. He would even say, Laura, this really gives you a sense of depth of her compassion. When she said to me after finding out was that it must be really hard for you to have this stuff exposed, he would then go on to note that that didn't mean that she wasn't upset, and that she gave him the standard Texan grovel before forgiving him. Number 2, Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor. Vanderpump Rules stars Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor really went through the emotional ringer after Jax met Brittany in Vegas between seasons 3 and 4. The couple was then put to the test 2 years later in 2017 when it came out that Jax had cheated with his former co-worker and co-star Faith Stowers. Talking about his infidelity in the interview with US Weekly, Jax would say, I just kind of fell into a deep hole, and that happens out here sometimes. You get sucked into this lifestyle. Ultimately, Brittany decided to stay by his side and even accept his marriage proposal a year after the scandal happened. And then she even said, I see him every single day making efforts and he's completely changed. The way he treats me, the way he talks to me, the way he listens to me. Every single thing about our relationship is better. In the time since, they have left the reality show to focus on raising their son Cruz, who was born in April of 2021. And coming in at number 1 today, we have Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott. Tori and Dean first met on the set of the 2005 movie Mind Over Murder, and naturally the two had amazing chemistry. And by 2006, they would find themselves getting married. But in 2014, after 8 years of marriage, 4 kids, and a reality show, Dean would come clean about cheating on his wife on an episode of their show True Tori. In the episode, he would say, I feel ashamed. I never felt shame before. You were at a Christmas event and I was effing around. That's disgusting. Tori has since actually been pretty open about the work they put into their marriage over the years and the ways Dean's cheating has affected their relationship. In a 2020 interview on the Woman on Top podcast, she said they were still dealing with the repercussions of his actions, but that I can make my own money, I can be a single mom, but I actually really love him and want to work on this. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but we're going to try. Coming in number 10 today, we have Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. On April 11, 2018, photos of Tristan Thompson would start to circulate online where it would show him cheating on his then 9-month pregnant girlfriend, Khloe Kardashian. And just like that, we all guessed things would make a turn for the worse. TMZ would then post a video from October 2017 that showed Tristan kissing 2 other women at a club. Despite all the cheating rumors, Tristan was with Khloe for the birth of their child, as as seen on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The two would then remain a couple and would end up fully getting back together. However, in February 2019, Tristan truly wasn't to give up his ways, as reports would start to surface again that Khloe Kardashian and Tristan had split because he had cheated on her, and this time with a close friend of the family, Kylie Jenner's bestest friend and roommate, Jordyn Woods. When anonymous party attendees told TMZ that Tristan and Jordyn were spotted throughout the night being all over each other and making out, Jordyn's actions would become the ultimate betrayal to the family. Tristan and Khloe, however, would reconcile again, but they would appear to break up for good not so long after a paternity scandal involving Tristan and another woman broke. This would happen around the same time Tristan and Khloe were expecting another child together as well. Number 9, Cardi B and Offset. After 3 years of marriage, Cardi B would file for a divorce from Offset after rumors started to circulate that he had cheated on her. While Cardi would make the decision to call off the divorce and get back together with Offset, this cheating scandal would definitely ruin Hollywood, and the cheating rumors haven't exactly gone away. It all started when Tekashi's 6ix9ine girlfriend shared a flirty DM that Offset had sent her on Instagram. Cardi would then reveal that Offset's Instagram got hacked when the DM was sent, and it wasn't really from him. In her Vogue interview, Cardi confirmed Offset cheated on her, and she would say, "When me and my husband got into our issues, he cheated and everything, and I decided to stay with him and work together with him. A lot of people were so mad at me. A lot of women felt disappointed in me. While it seems like trolls don't want to see Cardi and Offset end up together, there still continues to be cheating rumors surrounding the couple." With the latest rumor claiming that Offset had cheated on Cardi with Saweetie, Cardi has been forced to clap back by saying, "No baby, you lying. You're making crazy lies," and stating it and putting female rappers in it with no receipts. No blog ever spoke on this, and all of a sudden you come out of jail 5 days ago and you made up a lie in 2 hours with no receipts. And honestly, I just think everybody just needs to leave Cardi and Offset alone already. Hey my little peaches, are you enjoying this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Coming number 8, we have Beyonce and Jay-Z. When Beyonce released her much anticipated album Lemonade, she put a spotlight onto her marriage with Jay-Z, and since there has been so much speculation about who Becky with the good hair is, that it's even become a major meme. While the duo was pretty quiet about whether Lemonade was based on their marriage, it wasn't until 2017 that we would know that it was the truth when Jay-Z released his album 444, which was full of apologies to Beyonce and to their daughter Blue. He would also open up in an interview with David Letterman about how his infidelities nearly destroyed their marriage and how he has done work to repair their union. Jay-Z would say, "Much like you, I have a beautiful wife who was understanding and who knew that I'm not the worst of what I've done, and who did the work of going to therapy, and really, we love each other. We put in the work." While Jay-Z has recently continued to grow into the proud father and husband he is today, it's been pretty outstanding to see. Number 7, Kevin Hart and Anuka Parrish. The story of Kevin Hart's infidelity is confusing at best. When he first denied the cheating scandal in July of 2017, he would then post a video on his Instagram apologizing with the caption, "Sending so many apologies to my wife and kids. I gotta do better, and I will. I'm not perfect, and I have never claimed to be. I love you all." It would later also be revealed that Hart was at the center of an alleged extortion attempt, as someone allegedly was in possession of a video that showed Kevin engaging with another woman that wasn't his wife, and they were trying to expose Kevin in an attempt so they could receive some money. It wouldn't be until Kevin had an interview with The Breakfast Club where he would finally admit to his cheating. When Hart finally decided to speak about the scandal that happened on a 2020 podcast, he would go on to say when Anuka Parrish found out about the situation, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park for the comedian, but when she finally came to the conclusion of it, Hart would say, "I like the fact we have a family, that we have a household, and I like the fact we now got a job to do better. That's what you owe me. You owe me to get better." Number 6, Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. Though the Smiths themselves wouldn't call it a scandal, the rest of the world would be shocked when August Alsina spoke about a relationship he had with Jada Pinkett Smith during an interview in June 2020. August would say, "I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really deeply love and have a ton of love for her." He would then go on to claim that Will knew about the relationship and gave August and Jada his blessing. Naturally, people were shocked that the Smiths are one of the longest lasting and famous famous Hollywood couples in recent history. First, the couple issued a quick statement denying the relationship, but then Jada would announce on her Twitter that she was taking herself to the red table. In July of 2020, the Smiths would sit down at the red table to discuss their relationship, and they would speak about a dark period of their marriage when they thought they were going to separate and never speak again. That's when Jada and August started their relationship. While Will did deny giving August permission, he did know that the two were seeing each other. When August and Jada's relationship finally came to an end, Will and her decided to try to work things out. However, to this day, it seems like Jada tries everything she can to humiliate Will, and I just don't support it. At number 5, we have Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. The Twilight movies are some of the biggest successful films of our time, and while the book was better than the movie, it did steal our hearts. And at the center of the media frenzy, you would find Robert and Kristen making headlines as the two co-stars began a relationship during filming, and fans were completely obsessed. However, all of this would change after the paparazzi released pictures of Kristen and Rupert Saunders, who was the director of Snow White and the Huntsman, engaging in some major PDA. And everyone had some major opinions about it. Kristen would eventually publicly apologize to Robert, and then the two reconciled for a time, but then eventually broke up. Later, Kristen would recall her relationship with Robert and would describe it as being young and stupid. While we wish Kristen and Robert could share their love off screen like Bella and Edward, we all knew her relationship was doomed to come to an end at some point because, let's face it, she really should have chosen Jacob. And I'm gonna stand by that statement. Number 4, Nick Young and Iggy Azalea. Now, it all began with a prank war that would be exposed when Nick Young had cheated on Iggy Azalea. When the LA Lakers were involved in a prank war, a video that was recorded by fellow player D'Angelo Russell, the video would eventually be leaked to the public, and it would show Nick Young apparently admitting to cheating on rapper Iggy Azalea. Later, Nick would try to claim that it was all false, and he somehow was able to convince Iggy it was all just one giant rumor, and she ended up continuing on with their relationship. However, it wouldn't be long until Iggy would suddenly tweet that she had dumped Nick because she caught him on a security camera bringing girls into their home. To add more insult to the injury, news would soon start to circulate that Nick was expecting a baby with his ex-girlfriend, Kiona Green, and the baby was definitely conceived while he was still in a relationship with Iggy. Out of all the lows that could have happened, it's kind of funny that Nick thought that he could bring girls into the house and Iggy wouldn't catch him when she watched the surveillance footage. Number 3, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth's long-term relationship was a rift filled with cheating rumors. While Liam was accused of straying away multiple times while they were still engaged, news would start to surface that he even got with January Jones while the two were still together. The two would then end up calling things off, but then they would get back together a couple years later, and then they would even find themselves getting married. While the marriage only lasted less than a year, at some point, everyone started to accuse Miley of cheating. Just after a week of the two's devastating breakup, Miley would be forced to address the rumors of her almost 8-month marriage, as well as some of the most scandalous episodes from her past. While Miley has been pretty open and transparent with her fans, she couldn't believe people were accusing her of infidelity. The same day the news broke of their split. On the other hand though, Miley was spotted kissing Caitlyn Carter in Italy. Despite all the rumors about her unfaithfulness, Miley would come out to say the truth is, once Liam and I reconciled, I meant it and I was committed. I can admit to a lot of things, but I refuse to admit that my marriage ended because of cheating. Liam and I have been together for a decade. I've said it before and it remains true. I love Liam and always will. Number 2, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. As adorable as they look together, I don't think any of us truly believe Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner were ever meant to be together, as his heart has always belonged to J-Lo. While Ben definitely benefited from Jennifer as a grounding force in his life, they did go on to have 3 amazing kids together, but it's clear that Ben wasn't ready to ever settle down in their relationship, as it was reported that he had cheated on her with the nanny. While Jennifer would say she didn't find out about the affair before the formal couple made the decision to get a divorce, the alleged incident was said to happen before they even came to the final decision that their relationship was over. Later in a conversation with Vanity Fair, Jennifer would confirm that Ben did have an affair with the nanny, as she said, "Let me just tell you something. We had been separated for months before I even heard about the nanny. She had nothing to do with our decision to divorce. She was not a part of the equation equation. And she elaborated on how she had to deal with it, and she said it wasn't great for her kids to have a nanny disappear from their lives, and that she had to have many conversations with her children about the meaning of the scandal. Still, at the end of the day, Jennifer would open up about how there was no need to attack Ben, as people have pain and they do regrettable things and they feel shame, and shame equals pain. And coming in number 1 today, we have Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston were once a dream couple, and I honestly wish they would get back together because Brad made a huge mistake leaving her for Angelina Jolie. However, even with them being a dream couple, they proved that Disney fairy tales can't come true, as their romance came to a screeching halt when they decided to get divorced in 2005. For years, Brad and Angelina would deny the cheating rumors, and it would come out just after the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith that Brad had fallen in love with Jolie. However, karma had different plans for Brad and Angelina, as their relationship ended up being quite ill-fated as well. In 2020, Brad would finally admit to cheating on Jennifer when he sat down for an interview and apologized to Jennifer by saying, "It grieves me that it was interpreted this way. Jennifer is incredibly giving, loving, and hilarious woman who remains my friend. It is an important relationship I value greatly. The point I was trying to make is not that Jen was dull, but I was becoming dull to myself, and I am responsible for. I, for one, am still a huge shipper of Brad and Jennifer, and if we can see Ben and JLo get back together, then maybe we'll just find these two finding themselves back together soon."
At number 10, we have the Paul brothers and Alyssa Violet. Alyssa entangled herself with both Paul bros, Jake and Logan. Despite the occurrences supposedly happening at two very different times, the backlash from both events was super messy. The publicized fallout between Jake and Alyssa resulted in her leaving the popular Team 10 house and breaking all ties with the group. And let's not forget Alyssa exposing Jake in a video once where she accused the star of playing mind games and cheating on her. According to Alyssa, Jake messed around with her heart and made her feel like they were super serious, only to openly flirt with other girls in front of her. With all that being said, they were pretty toxic. But just when you thought the worst was over, Jake later fired shots back at Alyssa by accusing her of hooking up with Logan. Now, another non-secret is that Jake and the Martinez twins were forced to part ways in line with the twins, claiming they were bullied in the Team 10 house. Well, how does this relate? Well, Jake issued a since-deleted tweet in response to the accusation, but he also dragged Alyssa into the mess. A fan account of the twins previously wrote, "This is like Alyssa all over again." In response, Jack hit this fan account back with, "Yeah, and this time I'm not being silent. Alyssa effed my brother, that's why I kicked her out. Oopsie, I just told them the truth. I'm done being the bad guy." Alyssa's response was one of complete confusion, and Logan didn't even bother commenting on the accusations. Alyssa alleged it was only a one-time affair, however Jake claimed it was long-lasting, and he was completely devastated by his discovery. Logan, on the other hand, ended up using Alyssa like a pawn by featuring her in a revenge video amidst the Paul brothers' ongoing drama. Regarding a song titled The Second Verse, Logan explained, "He goes and puts up this disgusting billboard of me, humiliating me for everyone down Melrose to see." Even more, at the end of the video, Logan and Alyssa go in for a kiss, but the video actually cuts off at the last second, so no one knows if they actually did. At number 9, we have former Try Guys Ned Fulmer. Ned and his wife Ariel were recently pictured leaving their house together amid his workplace affairs scandal. The former executive producer and co-creator of the now three-piece collective and his wife were both spotted with their wedding rings still on as they departed their LA home and headed into their car. Surprisingly enough, the pair were even flashing smiles for the photographers stationed outside. However, there were no public displays of affection in their united front. Ned is currently still embroiled in his cheating controversy after he stepped forward to reveal on Instagram that he behaved inappropriately with his co-worker Alex Herring. This firstly was leaked through an online user exposing him and Alex in the club making out for everybody to see, eventually leading the remaining TTG members to subsequently announce that Ned would no longer be taking part in the Try Guys. TTG also cut Ned out of their social media accounts, including recent videos for their YouTube channel. Ned and Ariel have 2 children together, and the mother of his kids has since also addressed the situation in her own statement after Ned's. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more top 10 celebrity content. At number 8, we have former YouTubers Sam and Nia. The couple put forth a YouTube video where Sam admitted to being a sinner after a website hack drew back the curtains on his double life. Known especially for his Christianity, Sam Rader previously confessed in a vlog of his and Nia's that he created an Ashley Madison account and was a committed paying subscriber of the cheating website. This came after the Daily Mail Online outed his wrongdoings. Sam described setting up his Ashley account back in 2013 in order to meet other women, but claims he never got too close to engage in any physical cheating on his wife. Sam also claimed that he made payments to become a part of the website only out of quote, fleshy desire and sinful curiosity. Nia meanwhile revealed after the fact that she had forgiven the father. The account was allegedly made in September 2013, which lined up in the same month as the birth of his second child and the celebration of his 4th year being married. According to stolen data from the site's hack, Sam paid 2 separate fees of $189. To excuse his sin, Sam insisted that not only did Nia forgive him, but his higher power also did. So he has been, quote, completely cleansed. At number 7, we have Twitch streamer Water Gotham. Popular Apex Legends Twitcher Water faced mass criticism after he was accused of dosing, which in short means to target a service attack. Water specifically was alleged to have dosed Apex's servers and was said to have experienced endless server crashes prior to the start of his games. Alongside this, Water received an insanely high amount of RP between streams, which set suspicions in his fans. These issues forced players to search for evidence against Water, and it was then that they realized that Water was typing things into his keyboard before every match, and then acting surprised when the server would crash. To this day, Water will deny the allegations, yet he no longer plays Apex and is now a Call of Duty streamer, equating fans to believe Water was banned from Apex. At number 6, we have Pro Jared. This gamer's wife, Heidi O'Farrell, once took to a tweet storm to accuse Jared of messing around with another gamer named Holly Conrad. Jared logged into Twitter to drop the announcement that he and Heidi were divorcing while still addressing the cheating rumors circulating. Jared then asked that Twitter fans respect he and Heidi's privacy, as he knew his announcement would result in gossip and speculation from fans to draw their own conclusions. However, shortly after this, Heidi decided to drop her own bomb in a string of messages which alleged that Jared had been cheating on her for months with Holly. Heidi also revealed that she had been blocked by Jared. Heidi hinted at having proof from explicit convos and photographic evidence to back up her claims, and further accused Holly of sending inappropriate photos to her then husband. At number 5, we have Jacqueline and Jonah Hill. After a seemingly strong 9 years of marriage, Jacqueline ended up filing for divorce from her late husband Jonah. YouTube fans of 2018 were devastated by the announcement, but naturally speculation ensued, forcing the former couple to address their breakup in Instagram statements that May. Jacqueline further shared a video where she got candid ASF about the process. Still, both respective statements riled up fans enough to dig up older footage and tweets where they felt the couple shaded one another. By July of that year, Jacqueline insisted in a tweet that she was not a cheater. Outside of their perfect couple persona though, some fans expected the sad news for a while. While Jacqueline used to regularly feature Jonah on her social media and in her videos, they hadn't seen him in months. Then they both unfollowed each other around the same time as well. Plus, there was this one clip from Jacqueline's previous videos that fans spotted: "The only words I hate more than Cool Brown are cheaters and liars." Yikes. Fellow beauty influencers quickly flocked to Jacqueline's comment sections to send their fierce support. Kim Kardashian stylist Mario sent his love, and Christian Dominic wrote, "Sending you all my love, you're so strong," while Candy Johnson responded with, "Sending you hugs and love." At number 4, we have FaZe Banks. It seems that there's a history with Alyssa Violet and cheating, because this would mark her 3rd scandal on today's list. However, this time it's with FaZe, as she was supposedly cheated on by the artist. The two romantically linked up in 2017, but in 2019 the pair separated after 2 years of love. They seemed head over heels and even got engaged 3 months before they split. Yet Alyssa shared the real reason behind the breakup in a tweet, and it was messy. Quote, "I was asleep upstairs with our dog and he wasn't next to me, so I checked our guest wing and caught him in bed with a random girl." After seeing Alyssa headlined on various social sites, FaZe issued a reply saying, "I love you," but Alyssa wasn't having any of it and publicly questioned his love for her. Previously, Alyssa saw Jake Paul for a year but ended their relationship in February 2017 when they both accused each other of cheating. Her name was also linked romantically to Logan Paul. At number 3, we have another Twitcher named Solista. Ranked 65th on Radiant, the Valorant player from North America was slapped in the face with a startling ban from the game while he was live streaming. This took place in the middle of a match when Solista was booted from the screen with an error message. As soon as the gamer quit playing, a Vanguard message of "hacker detected" was shown. Valorant's Vanguard anti-cheat protection is about the best anti-cheat policy in any game so far, and this is proven through its detection and banning of Solista during streaming. At number 2, we have Call Me Carson, Katarino, and Fitz. Their situation is in reference to Twitch streamers Call Me Carson and Katarino's messy split because of confirmation that Katarino had cheated on Carson. The public admittance in late March 2020 was all it took for the couple to break up, and it was actually Carson's friend and fellow streamer Fitz, known to be Cameron McKay, who Katarino fooled around with. Katarino went public with her affairs of cheating on her manager with both Carson and Fitz as well. In 2020, on March 31st, a Redditor named Interesting League made a post about a tweet referring to the scandal, which Carson had liked with the caption, "Oh no." On the same day, another Redditor, Zionix, had commented, "I think they're saying Kate may have cheated on Carson for Fitz," which I'm hoping did not happen. Carson cannot take that kind of stress right now since he's been battling with his depression. Carson eventually responded with, "Ding ding ding, we have a winner." In April of that year, a source named Keemstar, who had been closely eyeing the unfolding events, released a rumor in the form of a drama alert video that on top of seeing both Carson and Fizz, Katarina was also dating her manager. 2 days later, Katarina posted an update video to explain that the gossip was truthful and she was starting to see a therapist to help aid her dissociation disorder. The next day saw Fitz reacted to the drama by apologizing to Carson on Twitter. Carson had also taken to the app to post a string of tweets detailing how sorry he was for bringing such a personal matter to the public eye. It wasn't even a full 24 hours in letting spotlight of the drama when Twitter and YouTube users began uploading parodies of Caterino's apology video. At number 1, we have Twitcher XQC. XQC is one of the biggest streamers out there, and the same thing can be said for his cheating scandal. His live streaming sniping incident, which took place during a Fall Guys GlitchCon tournament, has haunted his career ever since it happened. He was served a temporary ban for his actions of violating the tournament rules. Alongside this, it was known that someone else could have won the prize money if the streamer had played by the rules and didn't cheat his way into a win.